Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am super freaking excited because I am going to be doing a full face of new to me makeup. Now, all of these things are not brand new to the world. Actually, I'm not sure if any of this is brand new to the world, but it is all pretty much brand new to me. We will go through each item, but literally I have like skin treatment, I have blush, I have highlighter, I have eye makeup, I have lashes, I have lips, I have literally everything that I haven't tried before. So I'm very excited to try this, especially considering that I have a look in my head that I want to accomplish and I have all the products to accomplish it. Let's jump right in. I'm so excited. So the first thing that I want to talk about is I did receive maybe the world's most generous PR package. I got something from ROCK, like Samantha Ravindal, ROCK brand, and I am so damn excited. I'm going to be trying a bunch of this stuff, but this is the thing I wanted to try the most. This is the thing I've heard so much about, and I want to let this sit while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. But this is the Plush Ritual. This is a balm that apparently is supposed to be very restoring. I will be taking it off before I put on actual lipstick, but what's so cool is that you have this little top that flips open, and in there you have like a little rose quartz. It almost looks like I always say gua sha, but I don't believe that that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. But this is to scoop it out. You've got a mirror at the top, and then you have a pot on the bottom. Oh my God, I don't want to touch it. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. Let's do the first scoop together. There it is. So I guess you're just supposed to apply it like this. I'm going to try. I'm going to go ahead and... So it does have a light scent, almost like cake batter type scent, but it's not super strong because I can't stand it when it's a super strong smell. Ooh, that already feels like it makes my lips look nice. This feels really good. This is probably going to be a good like nighttime treatment for me, or just I wear a lip liner and then I wear this. Okay, so far so good. That's the first impression of a balm. I'm not sure how much more I can show with that, but the next product I'm going to be using, so this is from Pacifica Beauty, and this is their Dreamlit Glow Under Eye Brightener. I have never used a product like this before, but I am very curious to try this one. You are supposed to put it under the eyes, and it also says you can put it on your 11s, these lines here, if you want to blur them out. Mine are not that pronounced, so I don't want to put this everywhere. I will put it under my eyes, and it says to let this sink in as skincare, like before you put on the rest of your makeup. So I'm going to start small and just do a few dabs. And maybe you're supposed to use a brush. I'm going to use just my ring finger to tap this out. I feel like I should have done one eye at a time. You guys, that actually did do a little bit of brightening for me. And it feels like skincare. It doesn't feel, I was worried it would feel like concealer and be too heavy under my eyes. It does not. It feels like skincare. I do think it did a nice job. Now you can see, I definitely do have a bit of darkness under my, under eyes, but I do feel like it did brighten a little bit. It feels really hydrating too. We'll see how makeup goes over it. Again, this is my first time using this or any product like this. So far, I really like the way it feels though. It feels, gosh, it almost feels like a mix between like a primer and an under eye cream. So it has like a little bit of a slip to it, but it's soaking in. So far, so good. Now, I'm very, very excited about this. So ROCK did also send me their Glow Lust. Now, I very much already have Glow Lust, but they sent me a different shade. So I do want to take a look and see if this would be a good shade for me. So you can see here, we have selenite, excuse me, and morganite. Now, morganite is much, much lighter, but what I'm going to do, I want to put a squirt of each on my hand, and I'm going to go out into the sunlight, and I'm going to show you a clip of what these look like on my hand. So here they are on my hand. Forgive the air bubbles, but the one on the left is morganite. The one on the left is selenite, and let me blend these out. So I did not completely blend these out, but you can see the difference in color. Now, I don't think that morganite will be too light for me in the winter. I feel like it's a little light for me right now, but I do think I'll be able to use that one in the winter. But selenite is still my color for right now. So yes, I am still going to keep morganite. I especially like the packaging of ROCK stuff is so beautiful. Anyway, I am still keeping this because I know I love the product. This, I probably have like this much left maybe. I use this so often. So the first thing I'm going to do, even though I'm using a glowier foundation, I'm taking just a tiny bit of this. And first, I want to use this as a base. This is what I do sometimes on days where I'm not wearing any makeup at all. I'm just going to do this on half so you can see. But I just applied this for an all over, just like healthy skin glow. This is one of my favorite makeup products that I own. I'm so happy to have a backup, even if the color is different, because look how just healthy it makes my skin look. I so am in love with it. And if you could see how little I'm using, and I like to use this too as a liquid highlighter after I do my makeup. So I sometimes will use this like 2 or even 3 times during my routine. I love the glow it gives the skin. I feel like it makes my skin look so healthy. Now for foundation, I think that this is funny. So I was sent a sample size of this by Influencer, and I loved it so much that I was planning on buying the full size. And then the next day, the full size was part of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. So I bought the full size. This is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 25. My shade is light neutral. You guys, when I tried this for the first time, it was funny because I was actually just on Marco Polo, which is a video chatting app, talking to my friend Betty Jean, and I was just like, I'm going to be putting on makeup while I'm talking to you, and we're talking about I don't even know what. And I was like, I'm going to try this for the first time. Not sure if you've ever used it. I put it on my face, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And she was like, you're selling me on this. Guys, this is so good. I've passed on this for so long, and I don't know why or how. It is a light coverage tinted moisturizer, okay? I'm not using that much. And I'm gonna do it just on one half of my face so you can see the coverage and the glow it gives. And this color is perfect for me. This light neutral is perfect. This is perfect. This is a perfect product for me. So you can see it just evens the skin out. It doesn't give a ton of color, but it just evens things out so nicely and so beautifully, and it's so easy to use. And that was just such a small amount of product. I'm going to be applying to the rest of my face, but like, guys, I love tinted moisturizers. I use them way more than like foundations or anything like that, even light coverage foundations. I love a tinted moisturizer so much, and this is definitely in probably the top 3 products I've used all year right now. I'm so in love with it. It gives such a glow. Like you can tell, even with the Auric underneath, the Glow Lust, you can tell this just gives such a glow, but I feel like it doesn't look oily. Your skin just looks healthy and glowing. And the fact that it has SPF 25, even better. I wear sunblock every single day, but I will always take the extra coverage. And that is just using such a small amount. Like, I am so in love with this. So yes, I have tried this before, but this was my first time trying the big size. It could have been bad. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever used like one of the sample mascaras, like a little one, and you fall in love with it, and then you buy a big size and you're like, ugh? I have had that happen more than once at this point, so I'm just really glad that this behaved. Now, I was supposed to have a new concealer. Okay, I was supposed to have a new concealer. Pacifica offered to send me their Dream Lit Glow Concealer. By the way, the words glow concealer, right up my alley. And they sent me their shade range and said, pick out your best shade. And I was like, number 3. And then I got it in and went, did I actually pick that? And yes, I did. This is the shade that I picked. Just a little deeper than my skin tone, right? But they were kind enough to tell me to just, I'm going to give this to one of my friends, and they are sending me my correct color. So for now, I am just going to be using my beautiful Sigma Spectrum Color Duo, which is my favorite concealer of all time as of right now. This will be an interesting test to see how this lays specifically over that under eye brightener to make sure that it's not going to crease extra. And as of right now, I see 0 extra creasing. You will see wrinkles there, but that's my face. But yeah, no creasing at all. It actually is helping it lay on nicely. So maybe it's sort of acting like an under eye primer as well, which is nice. Actually, it did a good job of brightening though. I do like that. I also do not have a new powder, so I'm just using my regular old Kosas powder, which I still love. I can't wait to buy a new one though. Oh my gosh, when I can actually get this lid replaced. It is so annoying. And if you know me, you know I do very little powdering. I just powder pretty much in my T-zone and under my eyes, very little. Okay, so I also do not have a new bronzer, but this is the very last product that I'm using, something I've used on camera before. This is just the Sigma Matte Bronzer. And I'm just doing like a very little bit of this, just enough, like I'm sort of using it as a bronzer to just get a little bit of definition back in my cheeks, but I'm not going crazy with this. It's so funny to me because I never thought that I would be so like, feel such a gravitational pull to a product that says matte in its title. But this is such just a good bronzer because it's very easy to go sheer on it. And I feel like a lot of bronzers are so intense from the get-go. And I'm somebody who likes to be able to build products up. Okay, eyebrows. This is new to me. So Billion Dollar Beauty had sent me over their little duo. So we've got a pencil and then we've got a brow lift. I am very picky about my brow glues, so I'm very curious about this. And they also had, I think it was like a universal pencil. So I'm hoping this works for me. I'm going to comb my brows up just a little bit. My brows are very, very unruly. This brow grows straight that way. This brow grows straight up. So it's always fun. And I'm just going to do my brows. This pencil color actually looks okay. Usually when it's like universal, it's way too light for me. Let's see. Okay, so here is with the color, here's without. The color is perfect, and also I'm really, really liking the formula of this. I've never tried anything by this brand, but the formula is nice and creamy in that it's going on very easily. I find that a lot of brow pencils are way too dry for me. I don't know about you guys, but this one is like going on. It's letting me make like little tiny flicks, but it also has like a little tiny bit of hold to it. So it's like I could almost leave my brow just like this. Why won't this one is definitely not going to behave the same way. Like, look at that sharp arch. That's what I want. This one's like, what? I'm just gonna, what? So that actually, it really did a nice job. It's very, like I said, I am hesitant to use the word creamy, but it is doing just a good job of going where you want it to go. And I don't know, I'm pretty happy with it. And the color is perfect for me. So let's use the Billion Dollar Brow Lift. I'm hoping this has a mascara wand, and it does. It's got a baby mascara wand. So it's interesting. When I go like this, the formula looks a little thinner than I'm used to. So there are some brands where I feel like their brow hold is just like gentle, soft. No, no, no. I want glue. I want crazy glue. I want something that's going to plaster my brows down. So the way I always do my brow glue, again, I've never tried this, is I will brush it through the brows and I will wait like a minute and then I will go through and press them into place. So first, like I said, I will even go like against the grain here just to get it really in and coating the brow hairs. And now that that's had a minute to dry, I will go back in and comb. Let's see how the hold is. All right, so this product I think is for more people who want to just kind of comb them into place rather than have them sticking up or have that laminated effect. I personally like a laminated effect. So this is not as strong as I would like it. It still feels nice and it's still holding the brows in place. And to be honest, it feels kind of moisturizing. Like it feels like I just put a little bit of a treatment in there, but it is not going to rearrange the way that your brows are shaped, if that makes sense. Let me try a tiny bit more and see if I can press it. Yeah, this is, again, this is good for putting through your hairs to lift them up a little bit, but it is not going to glue them into place. I don't think it's a bad product at all or anything like that. I just know that I prefer something with a bit more of a strong hold, but this is one of the parts I'm most excited for. For my eyes, I am going to be using the Auric Smoke Reflect, and the color is Ego. So I have had one of these in the past before, right? I had one of these quite a long time ago. And the way that these work is on the bottom, you have a cream shadow. So, and it comes with, you know, a little plastic tab to keep it nice and sealed. In this case, the color is this like beautiful gunmetal gray with the tiniest hint of green to it, like almost like a deep green, but it's very hard to see. I mean, it might just come out gray. And then on the top, you have a matching shadow. Now, the shadow definitely has more of a greenish tinge to me. It definitely is gray, but this goes on top and just gives the beautiful sparkle that we all want. And I am going to be putting on first the cream shadow. So I'm going in with a flat brush. This is my Sigma E27. And I'm going to take it off the lid first and see if that works. Yeah, it does. So you can see there, and I'm going to put this just kind of as a wash all over the lid because I want to show you what these cream shadows look like on their own without the sparkle. Now, I will say, you heard me mention that I have had this product before. I have not had this color. The reason I don't have it anymore is because I did not put the lid on tightly, and that is my fault, and it dried out. I was so upset when that happened. I got rid of it in one of my declutters because it was just dried out, and I didn't notice it until it was unfortunately too late. Here's what's lovely about these. I could stop right there and just have a beautiful smoky eye. Now these have, when I say shimmer to them, it's not really even shimmer. It's just like, there is a sheen though on these. There is a slight sheen. So they do pick up the light nicely, but there's definitely no glitter or anything like that. For this one, I'm dipping right into the pot and going on the lid. You can build these up as well, by the way, but I am looking for something a little more sheer in general because I want to put the sparkle on the lid and I want to only use this one eyeshadow pot. That's my goal, and to see how that looks. You can also apply these with your fingers. Sometimes I like to just dab it out up here to really get that blend. And then I'm also going to take this just a little bit under the eyes. Oh God, this is so pretty. Then I'm going to take the plastic piece, put it back on, and I'm going to screw this within an inch of its life. Now I'm going into the sparkle. Again, this has like the touch of green to it. And I'm going to use my finger. These feel so incredibly soft. And you can see we've got that metallic. And I'm going to press this right on top of that cream base. And I'm only pressing this on my lid. Look at that. Oh my God. It's like the easiest eye look of all time. And the green is so incredibly subtle. Like, it's so pretty. It's not just like an outward green or an outward gray. It just has this great touch to it. My God, I love that so much. So again, this color is Ego. And again, you can see it's so subtle and so pretty. And that was so easy to do. And it's one product. Yes, please. All right, I am just going to finish off the eyes with mascara, and I'm using a brand new to me mascara. This is by What's Up Beauty, and it is called Watch Me. I haven't even opened the tube yet. So what I prefer usually in a mascara is a bristle wand. You know what I mean? Not a plastic or rubbery wand or things like that. So let's see. By the way, this component is quite heavy, which is interesting. Nobody uses bristle wands anymore. I'm so praying for one. We have a bristle wand, ladies and gentlemen. So I just opened this up and I'm curious to see if it says in here, okay, it says volumizing and lengthening. So I'm going to be wearing fake lashes today, or attempting to do so. So I'm not going to put like 80 coats of this on, but I want to see what this does. So with one coat, here's with the mascara, here's without the mascara. And I hope you can see it definitely is giving some length. It's making my lashes very wispy and fluttery and pretty. I don't know if I'm seeing a ton of volume. I definitely see some. Like you can see here on the outer corner. You can definitely see. I have a feeling if I were to build this up a whole lot and put like 10 layers on, that it would be extremely apparent, but I'm gonna just leave the one layer on. Oh my God, wait. I'm hoping you can see this. On the top of the brush, it is plastic and it's got like a comb, and then on the bottom are bristles. Okay, so let's try to use that comb to, oh, there's the length. Okay, so apply it with the bristles and then comb it out. Whoa. That is length. This is a very pretty formula. This is the kind of thing I look for. I really like this so far. I don't know if it flakes off. This is just a first impression. I really enjoy that. So I'm going to let that dry. The lashes will be pretty much the last thing I do. So let's move on to blush. I'm very curious to see how this works out. I'm very hesitant. So something else that Billion Dollar Beauty sent me was this cream blush and highlighter stick. Now, I am not the biggest fan of highlighters or blush sticks because I don't like drawing things on my face. So this color does look very pretty and very universal, but I'm going to try it with a brush. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely coming on the brush, so it does appear to be quite creamy. Let's see how it looks and blends out. That looks really nice. There is a bit of a sheen to it. I wouldn't call it like illuminating, but There is a little bit of a sheen to it. I put it on very sheer where my freckles are still showing through. That's a nice color though. That's with, that's without. Let's try it again. And as you can see, like I'm kind of, you know, I'm going in a few times, but I'm not, I don't have to dig into it, which is nice. Like I almost wonder if applying it directly on the face would be okay with this kind of blush. But so far, I do like this. I like this more than I thought. I was a little nervous about this one and thought this would be a product that maybe just wouldn't be for me. Oh, that's a nice color too. Okay. Okay, Billion Dollar Beauty coming through. By the way, any of these brands, if I have any kind of discount codes or anything, I have discount codes for several of these. They're all going to be in the description box down below. Let's try this highlighter stick. Oh God, do I want to try like I don't want to try drawing this on my face. I'm sorry. I'm going to use the other end of this brush, pick up some of this highlighter, and ooh. Okay, I'm going to use my finger. This is very creamy. Woo! Do you see that? Oh, that might be too much. So I'm going to use that finger for both sides. This is melting into my skin. This is melting and it's so pretty. That is gorgeous. Okay, I'm so sorry I underestimated you. This is really, really nice. Now, the component feels cheap. I'm not gonna lie, the component feels cheap, but does that matter if the product is this good? Look at that blend of like the blush and the highlight. I'm more impressed than I thought I would be. I really thought that that was gonna be my downfall. Oh, I don't wanna take this like plush ritual stuff off. It feels so good, but I am gonna take most of it off. No, I'm sorry. You know what? Let's see how the lashes are doing. Oh, they're completely dry. They are completely dry. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna do lashes. I will at least hold them up to my eyes and we'll see. So Ardell was kind enough to send me this big package that had a bunch of their new naked lashes in it. So the ones that I want to try today, am I going to rip this package? Oh, apparently ripping the package. Okay. The ones I want to try today are number 423. So let me take off the cover. These are very fluffy and wispy, and they kind of like stand up a bit too. There we go. It almost looks like it's on my eyes now. We can just stop there, but we will see with these. So I'm using my Melt Lash Glue, which is one of my favorites. Ooh, okay, and the band is very light. It's like an invisible band. So I applied a very light amount to the lashes, and then I would call this my trick, but this was actually taught to me by Sarah from Better Off Red. I'm going to take a very little bit of lash glue. Now, I don't have liner on today, but I'm going to put it just in some spots where my lashes tend to lift, and I'm literally putting tiny little dots. Now that'll just add kind of an extra little gluey layer for these. I'm going to sit and let everything dry for a minute and then I will apply. I feel like I've tried this in the past, but I'm going to try to use one of these lash applicators. This is not the Ardell one that they send me. Wow, that went on easily. I feel like there's always one lash that goes on easily and the other one that's like the redheaded stepchild of the family over here. But these are very pretty. They are very light. Like I don't feel them on my eyes. And that's unusual for me because I'm somebody who usually feels when lashes are on. This one is definitely on better than this one, but they're still pretty. These are very like fluttery. I'm happy with that. Okay, so for my lips, I am going to start by going in. This is just my favorite lip liner of all time. This is not the right one. What the heck? So you can see why I grabbed the wrong one. Look, these look almost exactly the same, but this is the right one. This is Melt Cinnamon. I love this lip liner. My lips feel really, really nice, by the way, from that Plush Ritual stuff, the balm. I really liked it. Also, they sent me the same thing that comes in a tube too, but I like kind of the luxuriousness of this. Like you still get that little tool and I don't know, it feels like kind of a process, if that makes sense. Anyway, Finding Ferdinand sent me 3 lip glosses. I have tried their lip glosses before and I really, really, really love the formula. This is a new to me color. So this color is called Rooftop Reflection and it is a fall color in a bottle. Like I don't know if it matches this eye because it's so warm, but it's got that kind of orangey color with like gold sparkles. I'm very curious to try it. Let's see. I don't smell anything. their formula. It's so good and so glossy, and it feels so freaking hydrating. Okay, wow. Ooh, oh, so this is the final look using all of these new products. I really like this. Like, first of all, I'm in love with my complexion right now. I'm in love with my complexion between the Glow Lust, the Halo, this blush and highlighter, which surprised me. Like, and even that under eye brightener. Like, I really am happy with the way my skin looks today. Like, super happy. This gloss is like my dream color for fall. I will be using this the entire season. Look how pretty and glossy that is. I love it. This eye. Tell me this doesn't look like it took a while to do. And it took 13.6 seconds to do. It's so good. These lashes are so much prettier than I was expecting. They are so fluttery. I feel like a little princess. Maybe it's the hair too. I don't know. I feel real fucking cute. That's what it is. I feel real fucking cute. So as far as the products I liked the least, the only product that just isn't for me is the Billion Dollar Beauty, the Brow Lift. The pencil, I love it. This color is great. The formula is amazing. This just is a light hold. So if you like a light hold brow glue, you might love this. I think it did a nice job. I can feel that it's holding things in place, but it just didn't like glue it down like I like. I like an obscene amount of hold. So it still looks great. I'm really, really happy with this look. Oh my God. Okay. So tell me what you think down below. Are any of these products ones you've had on your radar or ones that you've used for years? Because like this has been out for a while. Auric, all of this stuff has been out for a while. I am so happy I got to try it. Also, I just have to show you, they also sent me their lashes, Auric did, but I wanted to try these Ardell ones. Look at this packaging, first of all. It comes in a compact that looks like a powder compact, right? And you've got these beautiful lashes. Oh, but wait, there's two pairs. There's and a mirror. Stop it right now. But anyway, like I said, everything I used here is going to be linked down below with any coupon codes that I might have for you that you can use. Those links are affiliate links for the most part, so if you do choose to use those, thank you so much for supporting my channel. But that's it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out so much. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. And I love you so much with my whole heart. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. God, I love this.